Hi, Bronwyn here. I've been speaking with some clients lately and I'm coming across a common misunderstanding in regards to the super contributions from their employment. So I just thought I'd share this quickly with you to help avoid any confusion out there that there might be. So when you receive your regular pay slip, whether that's weekly or fortnightly, there'll be an amount on there that shows a superannuation amount. So this is the amount that you're actually entitled to be paid into super for the period of the pay slip. So how much super you've earned for that week or fortnight that your pay slip covers. What this doesn't mean is that that amount has physically been paid by the employer to the super fund. What it's saying is what you're eligible for, not what's physically yet been paid. Employers aren't actually required by legislation to make payments any more frequently than every quarter. So 28 days after the end of each quarter is when employers have to make contributions to their employees' super funds. They can do it more often, and some actually do. But each time you receive a pay slip, that amount is just accumulating for what is eventually or should eventually being paid. It's not what's going in every week or every fortnight, which is where the misunderstanding can come in. So an issue that may come up there is that an employer may not actually be paying the amounts to the right fund. They may have different details on file than what you thought. There could be an administration error there somewhere, or they may just not be paying them, which does actually happen. So the best way to check this is to check with your super fund and see when the last contributions were going in, and making sure that at least once a quarter the employer is making the contributions into your super fund. If that's not the case and you don't actually see that those contributions are showing up on your super fund, the first thing to do is speak to your employer. There may be that confusion there about a different fund or some sort of error that you weren't aware of. This is your money. You're entitled to it, and it's there for the longer term retirement goals. So you need to make sure that it's going where you're expecting it to, and it's doing the right thing for you for the future. So talking to your employer is the first thing to do after checking your super fund. If you still feel that you're actually entitled to super and it hasn't been paid, after speaking to your employer, there is a process with the ATO that you can lodge an audit on the payments to see whether whether you should have been receiving payments and you haven't. So to be eligible for superannuation payments, if you're over 18, you need to be earning more than $450 a month for the employer to be eligible to pay you super. If you're under 18, that's still the same, earning $450 a month, but you also have to be working more than 30 hours per week as well to be eligible for super. So as I mentioned, it is your money. It is something that should be accumulating for your retirement. So you need to pay a bit of attention and make sure that it is actually being paid to where you think it's going. So check your super statements, make sure money is going in there from your employer. Don't just assume that because you see it on your pay slip each time you get one, that money is physically being paid. You want to make sure that you're getting what you're entitled to, so worth checking into.